Cheng Yen Pheng's works are intimate and autobiographical. They reflect upon the struggles of life, the difficult decisions, and the reconciling of realities. And despite the uncertainties and the unknown outcomes, what has been a constant is her unrelenting determination to uphold what she believes in and to adhere to those principles. Her outspoken, honest, and determined approach towards her life is mirrored in her art journey. Her work is deeply personal. It is her life laid bare. Cheng Yen Pheng was the recipient of the 2019 UOB Painting of the Year Malaysia competition. In 2020, she received the Cendana Malaysia Visual Arts Inspire funding, which she used to conduct research on the local arts, crafts, and community in Terengganu, east coast of Malaysia. Interested in the monsoon, Yen Pheng sets off to Terengganu to conduct research surrounding this natural phenomenon. She chose to focus on two main things. Firstly, how the monsoon shapes the people's philosophy or way of thinking, and secondly, how their livelihood depends on it. Prior to the research in Terengganu, Yen Pheng made a trip to Kelantan, where she learned the traditional wow or kite-making from the local expert Cikgu Anwar, a son of the legendary wow teacher Pok Syafiee. She was then inspired to learn more about wow and its relationship with the monsoon. Wow making is also a traditional culture of Terengganu. As a base, Yen Pheng chose to stay in Kampung Mangkuk. It is a village located in the Setiu wetland area in Penarik, Terengganu. According to the state, Setiu wetlands itself consists of 9 villages. However, according to WWF, the area is even wider than that. Every village has its own identity. Although in general they would stick to a communal value and tradition, they can be slightly different from one another too. During this project, Yen Pheng explored the different kites that exist in various areas of Terengganu. She also learned directly from the local experts on how to make those different kites. Yen Pheng's observations made her realize that between villages there is not enough exchange of information. The type of wow in each village stays limited to what comes from that particular village. The artist also noticed that playing wow is not considered as a habit in Kampung Mangkuk. Based on that observation, she then decided to facilitate wow making workshops in Kampung Mangkuk for local youngsters to participate. The workshops were divided into 2 groups. The first group, with younger participants, was taught the basics of wow making and was encouraged to make mini wow. These small format wow are not intended for flying. The young participants focused merely on the visual appearance of the wow. The inspirations behind the participants' wow designs derived from their daily observations of their own living environment. For example, objects to flora and fauna. Some of the participants of this first group continued their journey by making a bigger wow to fly. However, due to the time constraints, the bigger wow has not yet been decorated. They will have the chance to decorate it during the open studio session, which Yen Pheng will organize in the future. The second group, mostly consisting of teenagers, learned a specific type of wow that is more complex, which is the wow lang. The sessions were led by wow lang expert Encik Awang from Chendering. Wow lang itself acts as a connector between 2 villages, Chendering, where the wow originally came from, and Kampung Mangkuk, where most participants were from. The workshops became Yen Pheng's main approach to connect with the locals in Kampung Mangkuk and its surrounding area, to get to know them and to understand their ways of life and thinking better. At the end of the workshops, participants of the second group tried to fly their wow lang from an open field. Yen Pheng noticed that children who were not part of the workshop, mainly because they were too young to master the creation of this more complex type of wow, were interested to play too. Therefore, Pak Zaki kindly made a few simpler kites for them to fly together.
Masa dulu di Cendering ni main wah, di Sasiloh main wah di Cendering, dia mesti sepujuk. Mesti orang tak boleh kerja nelayan. Hidup dia ke laut. Dia puas dia buat wah naik wah pasal angin kuat. Itulah punca dia orang Cendering naik wah buat wah. Pasal dia orang kerja nelayan. Apabila angin kuat dia tak boleh nak kerja, dia main wah. Pasal iritasi dia orang guna pagi kan. Dia main wah iritasi ni. Tu yang diturun menurun tu. Musim terkejut sini ada wah. Selain tak lain tak ada. Pasal generasi dia macam tu. Dia orang kita nelayan dulu gitulah. Dia tak boleh nak ke laut, dia tak ada nak buat apa, dia naik main wah je.
Orang panggil walang sini. Apa dia panggil walang tu bayar kau kain ni. Ya kau kain. Kain pabagak panggil. Pabagak kain lah orang pada yang nak ke belakang lah pada. Ni kena macam daripada batak ni apa ke tekok dia ni, apa ke pinggang dia. Apa tu. Kita keduk, kain ni dulu jadi kau jadi kembang ni.
Macam kain lansir lah, tengok keduk-keduk atas kan.
Dia naik buah tu, naik dia lenggang. Comel.
Macam kalau orang tu boleh naik pergi rumah gini, kalau macam kalau ada biasa dah nak naik.
Kena pergi buat tempat lama.
Tu buat padang kali lah. Macam kita pergi main, nak tengok kita main kat Lebong tu.
Ya.
Padang bola besar. Kita kalau bola besar ni main padang. Kita tak berani, kalau jatuh atas rumah pecah atak kan. Wow ni memang apa? Allah sini saja dia buat wow ni. Orang Cendering saja. Memang hak tu Anjung, kita tu Anjung.
Anjung tu kan?
Anjung tu macam ke tak lima ke sini tukang terik. Ujung sana tukang Anjung.
Pak Iwan naik. Anjung.
Kita panggil sini panggil Anjung. Memang kita daripada kecil memang boleh main wow ni, kita boleh main setahun 2 kali je boleh main.
Waktu
Dia bulan 11 sampai bulan 12. Lepas tu bulan 1 bulan 2. Maksudnya setahun 2 kali je. Bulan 1 baru ni kita main 5 bulan ni lah. Bulan 1 bulan 2 je. Bulan 3 ni mungkin hanya kediang dah ni tu. Lagi bulan 11 bulan 12 lagi boleh main.
Tahan dulu.
Overall, the research conducted in Terengganu has been an eye-opening experience for the artist. It has sharpened her knowledge in engaging with the community from an artistic perspective.